Well, everyone, we are now at the cusp of iOS 19 officially coming out. Whether it's called iOS 19 or iOS 26, whenever this beta comes out, that is going to be a pretty big thing that's going to end up happening. There's a few things to kind of keep in mind in the back of your head that you're just going to have to kind of keep in mind here. Number one, iOS 18.6 is probably going to be one of those types of updates that's going to be coming out that is also probably going to be a very big, massive update. And it's going to be one of those things that I think a lot of people need to kind of keep in mind here. Because within iOS 18.6, this is probably going to be one of the last big updates we're going to be getting inside of iOS 18. Now, there's also a high chance we're looking forward when we kind of take a look at some of these updates that are going to be coming out within iOS 19. We have to remember that this type of update is kind of going to be, the last update on the iPhone 10R, 10s, and 10s Max. So if those iPhones end up getting iOS 19 or iOS 26, then that'd be great. But if that doesn't end up happening, then we're going to be stuck in this situation where these types of iPhones are going to be stuck on a very unstable version of iOS 18. And even iOS 18.5 isn't necessarily perfect. So this kind of brings us into this next situation. If iOS 18.6, when this update eventually comes out, if it does, this has to be one of the bigger type of changes that Apple's going to have to do. And I think this could be the second half, kind of the ending point of iOS 18. This could be the point where Apple goes through and starts creating much more stability within iOS 18. And I feel like this is going to be the case because when I look at kind of what Apple is kind of doing here on iOS 18, they had to spend a bunch of time on iOS 20, on iOS 26. So now that iOS 26 is going to be in the beta, they're going to make, the changes. It's already kind of towards the end of its life cycle. I think there's a chance where Apple's going to go through and kind of push it over into iOS 18, their developers, and then they're going to be able to start focusing in on iOS 18 again and increase the stability of it before iOS 26 or iOS 19 eventually officially comes out. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.